Welcome to Tabo Eminent, channel the many worlds beneath drive. Elena Vargas had spent her life chasing legends, subterranean cities, forgotten civilizations, and anomalies in Earth's magnetic field. But what she uncovered in the frozen silence of Antarctica defied every theory she had ever entertained. Hidden beneath the South Pole was not just a cavern, but an entire world, lush, glowing with bioluminescent flora, and populated by ancient beings who called their realm Magartha. They spoke not with mouths, but with echoes that resonated through the bones, and claimed their world was one of many. Thanks for watching. Request you to subscribe the channel. Elena returned to the surface with proof, biological samples, readings of reversed gravity, and a map, not of tunnels, but of dimensions within the Earth itself. Each hollow Earth, the map suggested, existed like an inner shell folded within time and space, separated by energetic barriers that only the most attuned consciousness, or ancient technology, could traverse. The Agarthans called these realms the inner rings, and said humanity's surface world was merely the outermost skin of a grand, living organism. Driven by curiosity and global attention, a second expedition ventured into the Amazon, where legends of an underground serpent god had long been dismissed as folklore. These inhabitants were different, older, and less welcoming. They called their realm Nagara, and warned of imbalance. Too many intrusions would tear the seams between hollow Earths, unleashing forces best left buried. Soon, others followed, expeditions to the Himalayas, the Mariana Trench, even the deserts of the Middle East. Each yielded astonishing finds, microcosmic worlds, each with its own environment, lifeforms, and culture, some peaceful, some hostile, all hidden deep within the folds of Earth's interior. These weren't just random caves, they were distinct hollow Earths, almost like alternate realities encased within our planet. But questions emerged. How did these worlds form? Or were they built, terraformed by ancient beings, perhaps even predecessors of mankind who vanished from the surface after some cosmic calamity? Elena began to wonder if these hollow Earths were remnants of earlier Earths, previous cycles of civilization collapsed and buried, now coexisting in hidden dimensions beneath our feet. Then came the final revelation. A portal discovered beneath the Arctic Circle opened not into another Earth, but into space, a void between worlds, where floating orbs, each an Earth with its own hollow interior, drifted like seeds. Multiple hollow Earths, not just within our world, but throughout the universe. Elena realized with awe and terror that Earth was not unique. It was just one node in an ancient network of planets, all carrying their secrets deep within. The Many Worlds Beneath, Part 2. The fracture line. Months passed since Dr. Elena Vargas returned from the second expedition. The world above had grown more restless as rumors of underground civilizations leaked through whispered channels and shadowy leaks. Governments denied everything, but satellite anomalies and tremors along equatorial fault lines hinted that something vast stirred below. Elena, now hunted for what she knew, lived in secrecy, following the map given to her by the Agarthans, one that depicted not only the entrances but the connections between hollow Earths. Each hollow Earth, it turned out, pulsed with its own energy signature, a kind of planetary heartbeat. When two of these realms aligned energetically, temporary bridges opened between them. These bridges weren't physical tunnels, but dimensional corridors, navigable only under precise conditions. Elena called them fracture lines, cosmic cracks through which one could pass from one world to another. But what if something could come out? On the summer solstice, the energy peaks began to surge. Reports flooded in from Tibet, from Brazil, from beneath the ruins of ancient Mesopotamia, strange weather patterns, creatures seen in remote wildernesses, and whispers of entire research teams vanishing. Elena knew what it meant. the hollow Earths were bleeding into each other, and into ours. With the help of an exiled Agarthan historian named Kale, who had chosen to live among humans, Elena discovered the reason. Eons ago, when Earth was still young, a race known as the Vayari had constructed the inner rings as sanctuaries. These were not refuges from danger, they were containment realms. Each hollow Earth housed a force, a knowledge, or a species too dangerous to exist on the surface. The Vayari had divided them, sealing each with an inner sun powered by intention and resonance. But now, as humanity's technology pierced deeper, those seals were weakening. The most dangerous of all was the hollow below all, a realm no one had entered for over 10,000 years. Known as Velthar, it was a hollow Earth where the very concept of life twisted. Creatures there were shaped by thoughts, nightmares made real. Kale warned that if Velthar breached into the others, it would corrupt them all, spreading madness like ink in water. Alina's team, a blend of scientists and Agarthan exiles, began a race against time. They journeyed into the hollow Earth of Lumoria, where ancient machines built by the Vayari still pulsed with dormant codes. There, guarded by silver-winged beings, lay the keystone of the inner rings, a crystalline matrix that could restore balance across the realms. But to activate it, they had to journey to each hollow Earth and awaken its core resonance, aligning the hearts of Agartha, Nagara, Lumoria, and more. Each journey was perilous. In Nagara, they faced sky serpents that whispered doubts. In the icy hollow Earth of Skarn, they encountered beings who had never seen sunlight and viewed the surface dwellers as invaders. And through it all, they felt Velthar pressing closer, storms of dark energy coiling into their minds, weakening resolve, turning allies against one another. Finally, at the core of Earth itself, far beyond magma and pressure, Elena stood within the central hollow, where all worlds met. Here, gravity reversed, time slowed, and thoughts shaped reality. With the keystone placed and resonance aligned, she felt each hollow Earth respond. The bridges closed. The energy stabilized. The seals, once weak, began to hum with strength once more. The story of the hollow Earths, she realized, was not about what lay beneath us, but about what lay within, and what waited beyond.